Hello everyone, Radar with another grounded video. Today's video will be going over the pirate treasure cave. When I was building down here, doing my dungeon and my mad scientist lab and his area over there, I had this area that I had already kind of filled in. I never really figured out what I was going to put in this area. And then when, excuse me, 9.0 happened, we could make little crawl spaces, this high and crawl through them. And then it dawned on me, I can make a little crawl through space and make this the pirate treasure cave. So that's what I did, and I'll show you how it looks real quick in the real game. And sorry, not in the real game, but it is a real game. My survival. So let me go ahead and pause while I switch. So I took that big empty spot that was right across from the mad scientist area and walled it off. Made a little ramp kind of coming off of these stairs down into it. And then you have to squat down, go past the light, and you're into the treasure cave. Acorn bits don't despawn. They work great as little gold nuggets all over the floor. There's obviously, I was trying to get these to go down in, but they won't. Sad face. We have our chairs, a little bed, sleeping area, even a wall vault, an actual box hidden in there, kind of like a vault. Like I said, and there's acorn bits all over the place. And the boxes are just kind of haphazardly tossed up here with a light. There's even acorn bits, stuffed up here in this top area. There were more, but I think somebody had some pets, some aphids. And I think they might have accidentally kicked those out. Me and Tiny have to talk about his pet deposit. He has not paid it yet. So, I guarantee those all went up top too. I'll get them down later. Anyway, so that's kind of what I went with. I was just going for a pirate theme area with acorn bits all over the place. So now I'm going to switch back to creative and we're going to build it. It's going to be a little bit different because in this survival file, my whole base is shifted about one wall section or one foundation section closer to the bird bath. So it's going to be a little bit more cramped in here, but it will still work. It'll still come out looking pretty good. So let me go ahead and switch over and I'll be right back. All right, so we're going to go about 1 1/4 turns down, basically right here where the gap is between the two railings from the spirally acorn stairs. But like I said, I had this already filled in, so I just went in with the... okay, that's not where I wanted that. Close it all off. I was trying to make a ramp, because when I initially did this, it didn't have these. It had... oh, no, that's the right spot. It had the stairs. Well, the stairs come up to the same height, but they don't look right. They don't fit the aesthetic of the area that I was going for. I was like, that's not going to work. I gotta fix that. So I took them out and made a kind of ramp setup using the foundations. Now, if you're coming down, you saw that was at 1. There'll be crawl space over here. So here's how we make that. We're gonna go ahead and wall our foundations all the way up. I'm gonna have to get up there and delete that. I'll deal with that later. I was wondering where it went. We're going to take this almost all the way down to the bottom. And then that's where we're going to stop. We're going to bring out the pebblet ramp. First, we're going to squat down or crouch. I want the pebblet ramp to be ramped in. So I have the flat side facing out. Then I'm going to turn it around 180 degrees and put it on the other side. And then once you're in here, if you want, this is optional. You can put the light. I always like having a little light. Nothing wrong with a little light. Now in here, because it's foundations, you cannot see these lights on the outside, so you can go ahead and light it up that way. And you see this room's a little bit more cramped than the one in my survival game, but it will still work. So we're going to go 2 sections from that crawl space in. And right here is where we put the curved acorn fence, like so. And we back that up with a pebblet foundation. I'll put the little ramp right there. Not that you can really use it, but it's there. We're going to go ahead and stack these up. Let me get in there and build that one. I'm going to come up. I want that like that. I want it to look like a set of maybe shelves. Now, we're going to get rid of the sprig railings because they're sprig fences. Those are not supposed to be there. That's just a guide. I put one of these in here. Joe M said, hey, why don't you try one of those? See if you can put the acorn bits in it and fill it up. Unfortunately, that's something we cannot do. We cannot actually make the stuff go down inside of it. So it sits on top and it just sits there. To make that little area where I had all the acorn bits just sitting there loose and stacked up, without going anywhere because they don't despawn, I used an acorn railing and then 3 signs, making a solid fence, and I filled it with 200 plus of the acorn bits. Now for these boxes, they're not supposed to be any kind of order, any kind of, if they look neat and orderly, for me, for the aesthetic of what I'm going for, they're wrong. This was blue a second ago. It keeps going blue for like a split second. There we go. Now, like I said, just kind of put the boxes up here haphazardly. They need to look kind of, well, wild, maybe crazy. Put a light in here somewhere. It's always a good idea. There will be acorn bits scattered all around these boxes as well, if you want to get that look of just having like gold coins all over the place. Then you just have your boxes just up there doing, you know, whatever. Acorn bits everywhere to represent the gold nuggets, the gold coins. Now we're going to go with a foundation to raise up the bed area. So we're going to go straight across from here. So the bed would technically be right there. I want to close in the area behind it. But see how that didn't quite line up right. So I want it to line up properly. And I'm going to get in here and close this off because this is going to be kind of walled off, so to speak. Go ahead and put one more right there. Little ramps to get up to the bed so you don't have to jump. The bed area. Now let's see if it'll do it with these here. Normally you have to build this in a very specific manner or order to make this work. Yep. So to make this work, before you put up this level of blueprints and such, place that as close to the edge as possible. If it hangs off the edge, that's perfect. We want more foundations to go right over the top of it. And then fill in the back area so you know nothing gets kind of like stuck and lost back here. You can even put another box back here if you wanted. Another treasure chest just stashed. After all, it is a pirate's treasure hoard. Treasure cave. And that box is still accessible from the side, but it's also hidden from view. Let's pull this off the wall just a bit, because you are kind of sleeping right inside the frame. And then, you know, a little sitting area in case you want to, you know, hang out, relax, just chill. Now you saw in mine, this area was much bigger because, like I said, the entire base is a little bit further away. This, in my creative file, the base is further away from the bird bath than it is in my survival file. But that is a quick little build. Oh, and there's one little area up here that I was showing you guys where I was having issues getting the acorns to go into. You know, you just kind of play with the ramps if you want. And then if you can get the acorn bits into them, they do pose a problem sometimes with wanting to go in there. How this poses a problem just building. You can get some acorn bits up there. I even think I had an aphid stuck in there one time. That's why some of the acorn bits are missing from the area. Because Tiny's aphid pets were kicking them everywhere. But that's just a quick little build video for the little hidden area that I have for the pirate treasure cave. There's actually a light that's supposed to be up here. You know, all the extra light, all that good stuff. It's a nice little space, little decorative area. Cool part is you can crawl through this. And if you are building any kind of castle building, you want to have secret crawl passages or whatever, feel free to use this. Go for it. Put it to use. If you're in my Discord and you've done that, post some pictures. Share it. Love to see that kind of stuff. Love to see creativity of the community. So that is the pirate treasure cave. It is all nicely hidden right there. It's, if you don't know to look for that, you might even actually just miss it. Obviously, it does stand out a little bit. So if you guys like this content, would like to see more like it, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications. And until the next video, you guys have a good one.